So the second task here is going to be deep inspection. So now we are going to see how to configure deep inspection on our firewall. Now we are back on our firewall. So this time we are going to do task 2, which is deep inspection. So here I will select the deep inspection profile, just hit clone, keep same name. Okay. So on the deep inspection profile here, as you can see, the main difference that we have here is that we have multiple certificates on or protocol that we can inspect on this deep inspection mode. And as we said last time, you have this other repeatable website and web category that we can use. And you also have here below what you need to do in case you have any of this, you access any of this, the website that have this type of certificates. So here what we are going to do, I'll keep it as it is. Then I'll go on our firewall policy here. Then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the clone of our deep inspection profile. So when you select deep inspection, it is always recommended that you select some security profile so that the information that are configured in the security profile will be used for the inspection, will be used to help provide an efficient deep inspection on your firewall. So we'll talk about the security profile in another video. So from here, I'll just apply my deep inspection here. I'll hit OK. Yes, users are likely to see certificate warning. So okay, so say OK. So now I'll jump on my firewall or I'll jump again on my workstation for testing purposes. So here again, I will try accessing google.com. Let's just hit like this. Or we can also try here batssl.com. So you see, actually it will be taking more time because the deep inspection protocol is actually being applied on the network rather than the SSL inspection. So you can see now that with the deep inspection, this is the warning, the error, the warning message that you have. You see, you have the warning message even if you are accessing legit website like Google or even YouTube. I hope if you also do it on YouTube, you see you cannot access from the Google here. You see you don't have access to the website. You will see you have the warning message. After you can hit here on advanced. You see here on advanced what you have, it's a firewall detected a potential security threat and did not continue to Google because this website requires a secure connection. So if you check from here, you see it is mentioning that Google is not secured because remember in the previous video we said when you're using deep inspection, the traffic is being separated in two. There is a communication between you, the user, and the FortiGate, and there is another session between the FortiGate and the web server. So here we are actually accessing the FortiGate. We are actually accessing the web server. As you can see, we are actually not able to go further. So if I check another website, let's say let's take any other website. You see here you still have the same error message. Software is preventing firewall from safely connecting to this website. Google is most likely a safe site, but a secure connection could not be established. This issue is caused by this. So this is the name of the certificate for my firewall. So this is likely caused by this. So in order to resolve this issue, I will need to upload the certificate on this workstation for me to go further. So if I see, for example, I see view certificate here, you still see The certificate common name is Google, but you can see here that the issuer name is actually the FortiGate. FortiGate because the deep inspection mode is actually inspecting the traffic that is going to this website. So what we are going to do now is on our FortiGate device, what we are going to do is we can go either on the security profiles. So here I'll go on my clone, edit. So what I need to do is to download this Fortinet CA certificate. So I'll download it from here. Have the certificate copied to my lab environment here. So not this one, put it here. So now I have the certificate on my workstation. What I'm going to do is to look for certificate, manage computer certificates. Yes. Then from here, I'll go under trusted root certificate authority. So here is where under certificates, this is where I'm going to import my certificates. So either I'm doing it from here, like view all tasks, import, then I just go next, go on my workstation, it is in the desktop, Fortinet CA, open, next, place it on the trusted root certificate authorities folder in this certificate store. This is where you need to put it. Hit confirm, imported successfully. Okay, so then now I'll launch again the web browser. Then now I'll hit again google.com. So you see now from here, I can now access my Google website. You see, so if I check here to see what is the information about the certificate, you will see that the certificate is actually being verified by FortiGate. So as we said, the FortiGate CASSL certificate is being used as the man in the middle to secure the connection between you and the web browser or the web server. So you see this is a Google, but it is showing that the certificate is being verified by Fortinet. So you see now that we have SSL inspection enabled, or we have deep inspection enabled on the web browser. Now that we have imported the certificate, the CA certificate on this workstation, we can have access to our internet traffic without any issue. So from here we still have access. So if I jump on this other workstation, Windows 11 here, so from this workstation, remember all these three workstations here are on the same, taking information from the same FortiGate device. But remember, I've just imported the certificate on the Windows 10 workstation, but not on the Windows 11. So normally on the Windows 11 here, if I try to access Google, I will receive a certificate warning. Yep, exactly as I said. An application is preventing Microsoft Edge from safely completing connecting to this site. So Fortinet didn't install properly on your computer or network. Contact administrator to fix the issue. So this is because of certificate issue. And as concerning the certificate issue, if you don't import the certificate on your web browser, you cannot go further, right? So this was task 2. Okay, this was task 2. So now let's jump on task 3. Task 3 is to download a malware. You see, like we're going to download a malware, we'll do a malware download test. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'll jump back on my Windows 10 workstation. I'm going on this website, ecar.org. So as you all know, the ecar.com is a website that you can use to test malware download on your infrastructure. So if you implement some security settings and you want to know if you want to know what will happen if ever any user on your workstation try to download a file that contain malware on it, you can simply come on this website aka.com. Then if we hit here download anti-malware test file, okay, download anti-malware test file. I think you have the setting. Okay, here are the links that you can download area using the secure SSL encrypted protocol HTTPS. So here let's download this zip file. So I hit download. You will see we have this warning because of deep inspection. This website is being categorized. This website is in the malicious website, so by default we don't have possibility to download this website because the website is being blocked by our deep inspection security profile. So let's try to see what will happen if ever we were still on our instead of deep inspection, if we were still using SSL inspection. Do you think we could be able to download the SSL inspection, the malware file? So we are going to try it here. So I will simply put this back again on the clone of certificate inspection. Now hit OK. Okay, so now we are back again on certificate inspection mode. So let's jump on our firewall again. Then let's try to refresh. You see, now we refresh. So because we are in the certificate inspection mode, we can download this file. You see, we can download this file while being in certificate inspection mode. But in deep inspection mode, we cannot, because the difference, again, you need to understand between the certificate inspection and the deep inspection is that certificate inspection only inspects the certificate, while deep inspection goes through the content of this file to check if there's any malware in the file. So when full inspection is enabled, you will not be even able to download the file before running it on your workstation. So now with SSL inspection, you can still download files that contain malware written in it. You see, so that is the main big difference between certificate inspection and SSL certificate. So that is a big difference between the full inspection and the certificate inspection. So as we said, we just saw how to do this task. It was task 3. Saw the difference between downloading a malware when you are in you are in certificate inspection mode and in deep inspection mode. So now let's go on task 4, which is going to be to download the certificate and push it to multiple workstations. So as I said, here on our Windows server, so consider that you are in an environment where you have multiple workstations and you cannot import the certificate on each workstation at the time. So what you need to do is you can do it from an Active Directory group policy object. So if your workstation are being joined to your domain, so it will be easy for you to do the implementation. So here on our Windows server, what we need to do is we'll go under tools, we'll check for group policy management. So here in our group policy management, what we are going to do is we are going to apply the policy on the default domain policy, so that it applies on all the workstations that are in your in your Active Directory or in your domain. So what we are going to do here, what I do is just hit here and edit. So from here, what I'm going to do is I go under computer configurations. So here we'll go under computer configuration, then we'll go under policies, Windows settings, then we'll go under security settings here. So under security settings, we'll check on public key policies. So from here, we'll check public key policies. Then we'll go on trusted root certificate. So we see this folder here, trusted root certificate. So from here, all I need to do is right click, then do import. So from here, I'm importing on the local machine. Next, I'll browse and collect the certificate here. So this is the CA certificate for your firewall. I'll select the certificate, open, next, finish. Import was successful. Hit OK. So now I have the certificate in the trusted root certificate or certification authorities on my domain. So now all I need to do is on a workstation. For example, in our lab environment here, we have this Windows 11 that is part of the domain, but it is not yet, it does not yet have the CA certificate. As you can see, if you go under certificate, computer certificate here, you will see that under trusted root certificate here, we don't have any certificate beginning with F, because the certificate that we are imported is FortiGate certificate. So we don't have any FortiGate certificate in the trusted root certificate folder here. So what we can do now is, as the firewall policy is not the firewall policy, the GPO is already applied on the domain. What we can do is either we disconnect the user and reconnect again, or we can simply go from command line, then we hit gp update /false. So this is going to update the GPO settings on this workstation, and if all works fine, we'll see the certificate available in the certificate store for on this workstation. So user and computer policy updated successfully. So if we go and check again on the certificate store on this where is it, computer certificate, yeah. So computer certificates here again, if we go under trusted root certificate and we hit certificates here, so from here you will see now that we have the certificate that is now available on this workstation. So our GPO worked fine. What was the last task? Okay, last task was to see logs. So here let's jump. So from here we can jump again on our firewall policy. If we want to see logs, remember, I think we enable logins, or we enable logins only on security events. So we should have enabled all sessions here so that we could see everything related to this firewall policy. So we should have enabled all sessions here. But anyway, let's go and see what was captured so far. So if you want to see matching logs, you just right click here and you go on show matching logs. So here you will display all the information that are related to this firewall policy. So most of it was accepted. I'm just looking for something that was denied. Okay, like something like this one here was denied. You can see this secure.ak.com. So this is one of the denied traffic related to downloading the malware file. So you can see that you have general information about date and time. You have information about the source, what IP was it, was generating or initiating the traffic, what is the device name, and what is the operating system of that device. Here we have it, Windows. You also have here the destination. So the AK is likely hosted in Germany, AK website. So you see also what security profile block the traffic. So here you can see that it is the application control profile. As you remember when I said when you enable deep inspection on a firewall policy, always select security profile like antivirus control or web filtering or application control, so that this different security profile will help you inspect and block traffic if needed. So for our case, it is the application control security profile that block the access to this website. So if you have information about data action on the server, so the traffic was blocked. So the traffic was controlled by the policy that we call port 5 to internet. So those are some information that you have, and you can also go here on the details. You also go here under security here to see information about category, like the website that you try to access is under the category of malicious websites. You try to access that website through this web browser, so you have all this detail. You can have it on the logs. So also here you see the website that you try to access. You see the level of the security. Was it a warning? Was it critical? Was it just informational? So you have the information here. Application control, yeah, there you have here the file that you wanted to download, the file that was involved in the security alert. So this is just one of the events that you can monitor, or you can also filter here. I can also filter here by deny. So I just want to see all traffic that was denied, you see. So here are the different traffics that were denied. So you can double click on each traffic to get to know more information about why and where and who initiated the traffic, at what time, what IP initiated the traffic, what's the device name, what was the destination, from what application, like which web browser or any application that initiated the traffic, and the reason why the traffic was denied. So those are a lot of information that you can get from your firewall policy on the matching log related to your firewall policy. So guys, I hope this video was interesting. If you have any question, post it in the comment section. Let's meet in another video.